So here we are, and we were back here most recently in May. So we're 2 months down the line, and now we're just getting this kind of begrudging compliance. Maybe, the evaluation as well said this is what you need to do. They wrote it all down. So I just get the impression it's a lot of not paying attention. Unfortunately, Centralia also has, I don't have any facts on that one, so I'm not making any decisions based on that, but you've got hearings in Centralia. So I want you to be sure that you've got an August 18th hearing there. Make sure you get there. Don't miss that.
I won't.
Decision today about what punishment or anything needs to be imposed because you violated the court's orders. We still don't have proof of the Alcohol Drug Information School Victim Impact Panel. We got the evaluation, however late, and I see Centralia Muni Court's charged you with a new crime, but I don't really have any facts there yet. So it's just not working for the last almost 2 years. So
Man.
I'm going to turn to the state and see what they have to say about a sanction on this matter or what their point of view is, and then I'll turn to Mr. Murphy, and then I'll hear from you, but I'm going to hear from the state first.
Yes, Your Honor, it looks like the state was looking for proof of treatment in this case. Looks like Mr. Andrews has some information to share on that. But if that's not been completed, the state would be asking for 24 hours of community service.
And then what after that? Any closed case, keep it open?
Continue probation.
Okay. So, Mr. Murumbe?
Yes, Mr. Raisin shared with me he finished the victim impact panel, I think 2 days ago, but I've asked him whether that's submitted to the court. He says he has it. It's not yet with the courts, and I asked him if he can send it to the courts today.
And what about Alcohol Drug Information School?
Yeah, he hasn't done that. He hasn't done the alcohol information school.
So we're a year and a half, November of 2024, that Mr. Andrews was pled guilty to negligent driving, put under orders of the court to do certain things. And it is a year and a half later, and we've had several hearings. So why shouldn't the court impose a sanction here?
He appears to have recollected, and a couple of weeks ago, I asked him that he should have done this. I, in part, agree that it's been a while, but he needed. I asked him if he needed guidance or he needed a hand to walk him through this by appointing a probation officer. He said he can do it, but he sometimes doesn't know what exactly is required of him because he just did the victim impact panel 2 days ago, and he has not even submitted it to the court. So I asked him if he can do that, or if he needs guidance, or he needs a probation officer to be on supervised probation. Then probably the court would be do that, but he says that he can do it on his own. He still has it within him to do it on his own. So I'll defer to the court on that.
So, Mr. Andrews, I need you to put a shirt on. You're in court. So do you have a shirt close by? Because you're in court.
I mean, you can just see my head up. Is that okay? Or okay, hold on.
I want you to get a shirt on. You're supposed to be appropriately dressed in court, at least a shirt.
Okay. Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
I know you.
Why a year and a half down the line are we talking about this still?
So a year and a half down the line, but yet this is the first time I'm hearing about the what is it called? The other thing, not the victim impact panel, but the other thing.
Okay, the Alcohol Drug Information School.
Yes, year and a half down the line, first time I'm hearing about a alcohol school or whatever. I was told to do a alcohol evaluation. I've done the alcohol evaluation. After that, you guys told me to complete a victim impact panel, completed the victim impact panel, and then it's just, I feel like it's just one after another thing to do. And I don't know how to submit that to the court. I have a paper certificate that says I've done it. I don't really know how to submit that to the court. The school thing, I was literally just made aware about today. I don't even get court reminders at all. I don't know. It's just,
All right. So when we met long ago, November of 24, Judge Meyer took your plea and he told you had to stay clean and sober and law abiding, and he wrote it all down, and he said you had to do certain things by February 1st of 2025, and that was the substance use evaluation, the victim impact panel. So that was the beginning of it, November of 24, the judge telling you that. And then we've had several hearings. And so, I think, I don't know what it is, but you're not listening, maybe. Not willing to listen to the court. We had to issue a warrant to get you back in, and then we dealt with that, got rid of that, and then you didn't come back again after we told you to come back. And so there you go. So here we are, and we were back here most recently in May, so we're 2 months down the line, and now we're just getting this kind of begrudging compliance. Maybe, the evaluation as well said this is what you need to do. They wrote it all down. So I just get the impression it's a lot of not paying attention. Unfortunately, Centralia also has, I don't have any facts on that one, so I'm not making any decisions based on that, but you've got hearings in Centralia. So I want you to be sure that you've got an August 18th hearing there. Make sure you get there. Don't miss that.
I won't.
You don't want another warrant. It hasn't been a good track record.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm going to do. I'd like to close this case in November of this year, but it's going to be on you. I'm going to have you do 24 hours of community service and keep you on probation. And I'm going to give you a deadline to show that alcohol drug information school. The point of all this is we don't want you back in court with another DUI or a negligent driving in the first degree. Whoops, looking at the ceiling, not at you. There you are. Yeah. So the information from the victim impact panel, what did you think about that?
It was pretty, I don't know. I didn't like it too much. Kind of made me feel bad, even though I really didn't even do anything that crazy. But I get the like idea of it and the point of it. And it makes me obviously never want to drink and drive again, even though I haven't drank since my incident. But I can understand the point of it. And I think it was good. A good thing. Positive thing.
Yeah, it makes you feel bad. That's part of building what we call empathy. Our actions, all of us, our actions affect others, whether we intend it to kill someone, hurt someone, damage property or not. And what you did, when we're under the influence and driving or driving negligently while under the influence, that's dangerous. We don't want to lose you, and we don't want you in Superior Court having killed your friend who was in the front seat. And you see that too often. Let's go out and have a great time. And all of a sudden you killed your friend because you drove drunk. We don't want you there. And that's why we're doing these programs, to try and build that understanding, because you're a young man and you've got a good life to live, we hope. And let's get to it now. So you got 24 hours of community service to do, but taking into consideration you're starting, we've got some time. So the Alcohol Drug Information School, that's an 8-hour program. It's going to be real information about how substances affect your body, along with a lot of other good information, so that you can have that education, kind of move forward with more information. You mute people. And at this stage, I'm not going to set another hearing on that drive while spending third. I'm just going to leave that to Centralia. All right. What I want to see is you get that alcohol drug information school in. You said you did the victim impact panel, so you probably got a diploma or something that says you completed it, right?
Yep.
So now your job is contact Thurston County District Court Probation. That's who you talk to. That's who you work with directly. Thurston County District Court Probation. If you need their contact information, I'm going to have my clerk put it in for everybody in the chat function. But questions, wonderments, any rechecking, how am I doing? What do you need? Thurston County District Court Probation. That's who you talk to directly. We've got clerks at the phone. They can consult with the probation officers, but I think you can get this done. I'm going to give you a deadline.
Will they
So,
help me figure out the community service thing too? Like I don't know how to do that.
yes,
And
they
do I
will
have
help
to do
figure
the
out that.
community service in Thurston County, or can I do it in the county that I live in?
No, you're still in Centralia?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it down there. That's
Okay.
fine. And they can help you with that too. Anywhere that's a nonprofit, I don't probably have some food pantries, food banks. You may have Goodwill down there. You may have Habitat for Humanity. You may have animal shelters. You may have any number of places.
Yeah.
And then what the idea is you go there and you say, I'd like to do community service. You got to do 24 hours of it. You don't have to do it all at once. You can piece it out. I'm going to give you time. And then likely they would put it on their letterhead that they had Mr. Andrews. He did a great job for us for 24 hours. And then you get that back to probation and we make sure it's done right, that we check up on it and then we give you credit for it. And hopefully, and it can be something you enjoy. It doesn't have to be drudgery. It can be something you enjoy. You're just giving back to the community. All right.
Yeah.
So you may meet some interesting people along the way. You never know. So, all right, let's talk about timeframes now. Where you did the victim impact panel, where did you do that?
It was an online course. It was like a 2-hour course.
Was it live?
Yeah, no, it was like a video of like this. It was like a video of it happening in some other court. Like this guy, there were a bunch of speakers that came up.
Okay.
And they were just talking about like their
All right.
experiences and all that stuff.
So it's a video of an alcohol drug information. I'll go with it. We'll give you credit for that as soon as we can't give it to you though until you get that document in that said you did it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thurston County District Court probation. And then, so you're probably going to need to contact probation to figure out where to do the alcohol drug information school, or do you know where to do that?
I have no clue. No, I have no idea.
Okay. All right. So have you had a chance to put that in my chat? So look in the chat. There's the contact information and contact them. And not just one phone call. You're the one who's got to make this happen.
Yeah.
We got groups there all the time. But you could also go online, where you are, Lewis County Alcohol Drug Information School. And in the meantime, then you follow the law, stay clean and sober. And let's see, I want to be sure you have enough time to get all this done. So those 24 hours community service. So I'm going to say by October 1st. So you got 3 months to get the alcohol drug information school done and into probation. You've got 3 months to get those 24 hours of community service done.
Okay.
That you can space it out over weekends. You can do it all at once. You can, whatever works, but no later than October 1st do I get proof that you finished that. The upshot would be as a jail sentence at this stage, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't think we should go there. I want you to just get the information and then we can move forward. So get this done and then we should be able to get out of your life by November 20th of this year if you do it all right, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I've still got mailing on Hillview Road in Centralia.
No, can we change it?
Yes, we can. Hang on a second. Let me clerk get ready. What's the address for mailing?
919 G Street, Centralia, Washington.
Same zip.
Yeah, same zip.
98531.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So your next stop is either today or next week. You contact probation, figure out where you can do that alcohol drug information school, talk to them about, look around for community service options and that all done and in proof into probation by October 1st. They'll help you figure out how to get that into them too.
I do have one question. Will any
Sure.
of that hold up my license? Because my Centralia Municipal Court date in August, I need to provide my license for that court date. I have to.
Okay. Shouldn't. I'm trying to look through here real quick to kind of see. It looks like it goes back to an old, yeah. I think let's see if I can figure this out.
Because I know I
The
needed
deal-
SR22 insurance. I had it and then it canceled.
All right, so that you need to talk to DOL. They're the ones who decide for all of us what our licensing status is. I don't. So go online or go visit, and they'll help you figure it out what you got to do. And that's probably it. The SR22, that might be it. But yeah, talk to them. All right. And then let's see, did you get our text message reminder for today?
No, and I think the reason is because during last court date from this court date, my phone shut off for a brief period of time and I was able to get it back on.
Okay, so are you going to be able to get it back on? Say, whoops, same phone number?
Yeah, I have the same phone number. It's back on now. It was just a thing that happened.
Okay, 0866 is the last
Yeah.
four. All right, but we'll be sending a text message reminder. You'll probably get a text message reminder about this deadline too of October 1st. So again, you can contact probation early and often, and any questions, any issues, that's your ace in the hole. Talk to them. All right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. I'm not setting another hearing. You're going to make this work by October 1st. All right. Have a good rest of the day.
You as well.
Thanks. All right. Can you put in the, all right, so Mr. Gusteau, you look ready?
Had that look on my face.
You had that look on your face.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Lustow on behalf of Josiah Anderson, and I think Mr. Anderson is on Zoom.
Mr. Anderson, why don't you unmute? Let's see, Mr. Anderson coming on in. Hello, Mr. Anderson. So let me turn to the state here. Mr. Lindgren?
Peter Lindgren for the state, Your Honor. I'm going to be turning over the majority of the calendar to Rule 9 intern Emily Johnson.
All right. Hello, Ms. Johnson.
Good morning, Your Honor. It appears that Mr. Anderson has complied with all of the SOC conditions and the state is ready to dismiss.
Great. All right. Well, congratulations, Mr. Anderson. I'm glad we got here. I'm dismissing this protection order violation, domestic violence with prejudice, no further obligations to the court, and I'm signing an order to that effect that ends the case. So that's it for today. And again, congratulations.
And Your
Thank you, Your
Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Sorry about that, Mr. Anderson. I just want to make sure there's no contact order that's still in effect on the case. I don't think there is, but it's worth checking.
It's always worth checking.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't see one. Certainly not in this case, and I don't see others, but
Okay.
there's only so much I can see. And I'll write you an order there, Mr. Lustow,
Sounds great.
because I know you like
I would appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. So,
And I think I have some-
all right. Do you have other clients this morning?
I have an 11 o'clock on the early calendar. but I don't have it.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. We'll get you on your way. So, all right. That's it, Mr. Anderson. You can be on your way. And again, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Mr. French, hello.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Doing good. Nice to see you. So we're here with Mr. Hogg.
Yes, he's present on Zoom as well. We'll need to unmute.
There he is. Hello, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. So I'm going to turn to the state here. It looks like what's left is what? Money?
I believe so, Your Honor.
But otherwise,
Otherwise, good on the state's end to dismiss.
okay. So Mr. French, looks like still looking at a substantial portion of those probation fees that were unpaid over this 5 years. Anything to know on behalf of your clients?
Well, Mr. Hogg indicated to me in the last couple days that he made a substantial payment. Maybe he can address the court directly as to what the payment was and when and so forth. It wasn't payment in full.
Okay, so I know that we set this over about 3 months. So
Yeah.
Mr. Hogg, where are you financially? What's the story?
Well, just in general, it's kind of hard. It was kind of hard to come up with $1,500 in 3 months. So I've got $950 paid. So I did the most I could in the time that I had.
Well, it was 60 months actually since the beginning. So, but I see that
I
you
just
kind of
never got
forgot.
notified. Yeah, nobody ever notified me that I didn't
Well,
have
we
that.
notified you when we entered the deferred prosecution, but so you've gotten 900 some dollars paid, and that's a lot, and you've done well, and I want to get this to dismissal. So I'm going to call it good. I'm going to waive all the rest and then just say, good job. I'm glad we got you to the end of this deferred prosecution, and now I get to dismiss the driving under the influence. I'm sorry to make you
Thank you
so
so much, Your
emotional,
Honor.
but yeah, I don't want that to hang you up because you've done so well and I want to get there. So you've done a good substantial effort. So congratulations, dismissed, and you're welcome and have a much better holiday weekend.
You as well, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, Mr. French, I'm going to put that to writing so it's clear. We'll tell DOL this DUI is dismissed, and it's a good day.
Good job. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice 4th of July weekend.
You too. So long, Mr. Hogg. Congratulations.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Great. And who are, somebody else. Okay. So we're just waiting for public defense. Okay. So there's lots of other matters here. Let's just see who's in the courtroom. Over here, who's here for court? Your last name? Llewellyn. All right. So we've got a attorney here. Let's see. Are we ready on this final hearing for Ms. Llewellyn? 9 o'clock. Don't need an attorney for that. If it's just a dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor, the state's ready on that one.
Okay, Ms. Llewellyn, why don't you come on up? Maybe we can get you on your way because I think it's good news. Hello. So, Ms. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. Again, the state sees that all the SOC conditions were met, so the state is ready to dismiss.
Hey, all right, that's what we're doing. Ending this case. I'm signing an order that dismisses the matter. No further obligations to the court. Congratulations. You're welcome. Do you want a copy of that order?
Sure.
Okay, let me just finish doing my end and then we'll get you going. All right, there you go. Ms. Johnson, Mr. Lindgren, could you do the walking?
Oh,
I'll get you a copy of that. All right. Congratulations again and have a good holiday.
you guys too.
Thanks, so long. And in the brown fleece, your name? Emily what? Jimenez, all right. Maybe, are we ready with her matter, number 2 at the 8:30?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, why don't you come on up, Ms. Jimenez? Morning.
Good morning.
And Ms. Johnson?
Looks like Ms. Jimenez has completed all of her conditions for the SOC, so the state's ready to dismiss.
All right, hallelujah, we got there. So good day. I'm dismissing that assault in the 4th degree, domestic violence, no further obligations to the court. And again, congratulations. I'm gonna write up an order here.
Yes.
You want it? Okay. Sometimes people care, sometimes they don't, but I'll give you a paper. All right, signed off on that. Okay, well, congratulations once again, and this is the order that shows it's dismissed, so have a good holiday weekend.
Okay, thank you. You too. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. And sir, in the back row, your name?
Northwind.
Mr. Northwind. Also on the 8:30, is the state ready with that?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Northwind, why don't you come on up and we can maybe get you on your way. Good morning, sir. So, Ms. Johnson?
Looks like Mr. Northwind has completed all the conditions, so good to dismiss.
All right, congratulations. Driving while suspended third, operating without that ignition or lock device are dismissed. No further obligations to the court. Sign an order to that effect. If you want anything in writing, I can give that to you today. Okay, one of those important accomplishments. I'm glad we got here. All right, case closed and congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll get that handed to you. A lot of cases on today. Have a good weekend. Hello, Mr. Murumbe.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey, who
Today,
would you like to call forward?
I'll call Razion Andrews. Razion Andrews is present on Zoom.
What time?
It's
Docket, court's not taking action on the driving while suspended third. Somehow you did. You're fabulous. All right, Mr. Murumbe, I'll be back to you or Ms. Williams.
I'll refer to other counsel.
Hello.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Fourth matter, Mr. Shea Knowles
All right.
joining us on Zoom.
Here are you, Mr. Knowles? There you are. All right. So we're at the end of a deferred sentence. Where are we? State's ready to wrap it up or not? Or what?
Do you wanna
Somebody
go-
do something.
Your Honor, this is kind of a weird situation. I was speaking to Ms. Fitzgerald about this one this
Yeah,
morning.
it's an
Mr.
old
Knowles
one.
appeared to have kind of an atypical resolution that I'm not used to seeing. I conferred with Attorney Villegas briefly before the calendar. The state's understanding is that Mr. Knowles complied with the obligations of drug court. And now there's kind of a decision that needs to be made. Like he probably needs to talk to his attorney about how we're going to proceed with kind of what happens to that charge. And so our idea of putting our heads together was for him to have some time to talk to his attorney about it and maybe just punt this to a pretrial hearing later on or something like that so that we could talk about it.
All right. Or we could just keep it on one or a Monday. It's a sentencing issue, right? So where do we want to, we could put it on your regular calendar for pretrials. We could put it on a Monday. We could do anything.
Yeah, I don't know that he's still assigned to our
Ah.
office, so I would
I
request
see.
that
Yeah.
TCPD be assigned.
I
Your
see
Honor.
he is.
Yeah.
So I don't know who. So, Mr. Knowles, good to hear that you got through drug court. That's really what we wanted to see.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. How are things?
Things are going good. I had a baby.
Good.
Moved to
Oh.
San Juan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Big
Okay.
deal. Just
All right,
hired by
so-
the sewer district. So
By who?
By the sewer district.
Up in San Juan County?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we need to update your address, it sounds like, too.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, we're gonna set another hearing. We're gonna give you a notice of that today. One thing, did you get our text message reminder?
I did not. No.
Okay, let's kind of update everything. Are you ready? What phone number should we use for that?
360-402-9334.
Okay. All right, and then, you ready for a new address? What's the new mailing address?
44 Kingfisher Way, Lopez Island, Washington, 98261.
Okay. Wonderful time of the year up there right
Yeah.
now.
It's a
Yeah.
little cloudy right now,
All right.
but yeah, it's nice.
It's nice up there. All right. So, Ms. Vallejas, how long should I set this out? What are y'all thinking?
We could do, I don't think we need more than 3 weeks, Your Honor.
Okay.
That'll give them time to assign and reach out to him.
All right. So we'll set a sentencing hearing on both of these. Why don't we set it? No, it's going to be complex. Let's put it on a Monday. Let's put it on a Monday for sentencing. And when does it loosen up for us to do that? It's 3-4 weeks.
Actually, it's pretty open.
That a little quick. How about 27th?
That's fine.
Okay.
Let's do 10 o'clock.
All right, we're going to do July 27th at 10 in the morning. You can come by Zoom. We've got Thurston County Public Defense already appointed. They'll continue. And that'll be a sentencing hearing. Now that you've done your end of this, we'll figure out where we head with all of this. All right. So,
Mr. Knowles, I would ask just a few days so that my office can assign an attorney for you. Give us a call and set up an appointment with you.
Okay, thank you.
all right, great. So we'll see you July 27th.
All right, Judge, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Glad things are going well.
Thank you, you too.
You're welcome. So long. And who should I turn to now?
Next, Your Honor, we have, yes, Mr. Brandon Sitzma.
All right, Mr. Sitzma, why don't you come back in? There a while ago. Mr. Sitzma, just there you go. Getting that going now. Unmute.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Sitzma. So we've been at this a while, still looking for proof of things. What do we know?
This is Ms. Milton's client, and she has asked me to inform the court that this is all, that this should be stricken. This is all part of the Superior Court resolution. The terms of the agreement are that there are no further sanctions in Thurston County District Court or cause numbers ending in 0110, 0144, and 0341.
Okay, so, all right, so I'll go along with whatever the decision is, but frankly, can't really do that when a post-conviction case with the district court, we have our authority. But I keep that in mind for the future, that Superior Court doesn't just decide what to do on our cases like that. Now, I can see if it's if we're still pending trial, you make those decisions, prosecutor makes those decisions. But once it's on probation with the court, nobody gets to do that without some further discussion. But this has been long and involved, and I see what's going on in Superior Court. So, Ms. Johnson, Mr. Lindgren, anything to add to all that?
Nothing to add for that, Your Honor. No.
So let me ask, so what was the agreement was no sanction here. What about probation requirements then? If Superior Court is what's the plan?
I apologize, I don't have further
Okay.
information as to the details of the agreement.
Because I'm wondering,
I do.
okay, Mr. Sitzma, what do you know?
They want me to maintain my mental health. No criminal law violations, no drinking, drugs, and check in every Tuesday for right now.
Okay,
And
who are you
I've been on
checking in
top
with?
of things. Adams,
Is that
uh,
a diversion program?
Stephen Adams,
Friendship
DOC, probation officer.
DOC? Okay,
Yeah.
so you got a DOC officer, and they're monitoring that you're doing your mental health treatment, you're staying clean and sober, you're checking in with them.
Yep, and I've been on top of everything since I got out of jail. I haven't missing everything,
Good.
and I've been proactive with everything else I need to do, looking for housing, going to, I just had two SUD groups this week, and I did them already.
Good. And you got a nice looking dog.
There's a whole bunch of them right there.
There's a whole bunch of them. They'll keep you out of trouble. All right.
My
Time
dog's
for a
in the
walk.
backyard.
Okay, make sure you get out for walks. All right. So what I'm going to do, Mr. Sitzma, is given this agreement, I'm just going to get the district court out of the mix. Now, you're no longer, I'm not going to have you monitored by our probation department, Superior Court, and this agreement is kind of taken over. So I'll let that happen again in the future. The court may not go along with these side agreements that, because our authority is our authority and we're not likely to give it up. But I understand here it makes some sense. So let's see, where are we on all of these cases? The orders, so the orders of their, okay. Just looking at a few things, let me figure out how we're gonna do this. Okay. Look at one more thing here. All right, I'm going to close these cases. Do we have any fines and fees? I don't think so. Yes, we do. Let's go back to the 144. All right, I'm going to close these cases, and you're not going to have to report to district court anymore. The agreement was you're on DOC supervision. So do what you're doing with DOC. And then you're done with the district court on these matters. And I'm going to waive the 120 fee on the case ending in 144. Clear that up. I think that's all. And then I've got some other ones for you that are older. Okay, so your job, do well with DOC. All right?
All right.
Thumbs up. Okay, that's it for today, Mr. Sitzma.
All right, you have a good day, Your Honor.
You too. And then
When you get out there, blow up the sunshine.
Okay. And waive any fines and fees. All right. So long.
Can I log off now?
You can log off. It's a thumbs up.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. Let me get that to writing. So do I need to do, you want me to do an order with that? Make it clear. Okay. We're just closing all three, waiving any fines and fees. That's an agreement. And then those two are closed. So frankly, has no cases open in district court as far as I can see. That was my plan. All right. So back to you, Ms. Vallejos.
9 a.m. number 4, Your Honor, Christian Cabrera is joining us on Zoom. This is for FTC sanction.
Okay. All right. I think I see you there, Mr. Cabrera. All right. So where's the state on the sanction hearing?
Your Honor, it looks like we were waiting for an evaluation and any recommended treatment. It's been about 2 years since he pled guilty in this case. So if there's no compliance yet with that treatment, the state would be asking for 30 days EHM and close.
Let me turn in. Before I hear from you, Mr. Cabrera, I'm going to hear from your attorney, Vallejos.
Your Honor, Mr. Cabrera shared with me that he was having trouble keeping up with treatment. Altogether, he was in treatment for about 10 months. He has made an appointment for next week to have intake be completed. He's waiting for issues with his insurance to kick back in so that it can be covered by his insurance. He also has steady work right now where he has made it so that his schedule is able to maintain him continuing with treatment and AA meetings. Defense would ask to be given the opportunity to get back on track and complete that treatment. He doesn't have a lot more to go on it, but he'd like the opportunity to be able to finish.
So, Mr. Cabrera, anything you'd like to add to all this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you've heard that the state wants me to impose a 30-day electronic home monitoring sentence and close the case after you successfully finish that. You and your attorney, I'm hearing that you'd like to get back into treatment instead, stay on probation, show proof of finishing that after. Anything to say on those two issues?
I'm just I was gonna get back into treatment, but my insurance was terminated 2 days ago. So I gotta get that fixed. And then once I'm back in treatment, it should be smooth sailing from there. But I can't pay out of pocket because it's way too much money a month.
So you were kicked out at, well, not kicked out, I shouldn't say that. You were terminated from treatment with Northwest Resources way back in December of 24. And they closed the case after trying to be in touch with you because you weren't in touch with them by June of 2025. So they gave you a good 6 months, and then they hadn't. So since December of 2024, have you been on and off again, or not at all, or what?
Yeah, I had like a lot of trouble with moving issues and just trying to find a job. I was unemployed for like 10 months or something like that. And so was trying to find a job. And so I finally secured one and saving up money to do treatment and trying to get an apartment and stuff because I currently live with my parents. And then now my insurance is messing with me, so I got to figure that out because I can't afford $500 a month.
All right. Well, one good thing is we haven't had another driving under the influence, right, Ms. Johnson? We've seen some, an infraction, but no new criminal law violations, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Good. All right. So, Mr. Cabrera, we had hoped to be done with this last month, this year. Yeah. So I understand part of it, but the other part is also not, meeting the requirements of treatment, and then just sort of disappearing. And so I'm going to impose a sentence, and then I'm going to close the case after you finish that sentence. I'm going to have you do a 30-day electronic home monitoring sentence, give you time to start that. And then once you're done, then you're done with the court, but you gotta do it right, so meet this deadline. So I'm going to say by August 3rd, you start. You got 30 days to get that worked out, 30 days to serve.
What is the 30-day electronic thing? What does that entail?
It's a punishment for not being in compliance with the court order for the last almost year and a half. And so 30 days has to be started by August 3rd. You either do it in custody or you do it on electronic home monitoring. And if you need assistance on where to go to get electronic home monitoring, you can always talk to probation. I'm sure Thurston County Public Defense would take a phone call as to that. You're in Yelm still?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yelm Terra Way, is that your mailing address?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You got our text message reminder as well?
Yes.
Okay. So until which time you get those 30 days done, you don't violate the law, you don't drive in violation of the law, and you stay clean and sober. So no alcohol, no marijuana, no non-prescribed drugs, no bars or taverns. And but once that 30 days is done, then successfully, and we have proof from you. So how it would work is you would contact that electronic home monitoring agency, and you'd say, Thurston County District Court needs to know I'm doing this. And then they send us a letter and say, we've hooked him up. And then they send us a letter when you've successfully completed that says he successfully completed his 30 days. And they send us letters if you flake out on them and violate their conditions too. So let's just get it done. But your job, as I said then, further treatment requirement from the court, but you have to stay clean and sober and law abiding until you finish your sentence. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So by August 3rd, you're hooked up on EHM, and we have proof in the district court probation department that you are. So it's on you to talk to that, whoever you go with. You say, they got to know, and I got to get this hooked up by August 3rd, and they got to know by August 3rd. So, and I'll write it all down. I've got a judgment and sentence here that you're going to need to use to do that. All right. And Ms. Vallejos, is there any assistance through your office that he could see?
We could connect him with Ms. Candace Garman, our social services specialist.
Okay, so Thurston County Public Defense can connect you with a person in their office that can help you get this going. And probation can help you as well. Do you have other questions?
No, ma'am. I just want to get the contact information for you said Miss Garmin.
Yes.
Okay. You want to put that in the chat? Are you comfortable with the chat?
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
Okay. You're going to see that pretty soon from Ms. Vallejos. Were you able to get that going?
I just sent it.
All right. Do you see that, Mr. Cabrera?
Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Okay. All right. You take it from here. Don't wait. Get going on it by next week. Things take time.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So that's it for today. Any other questions?
Am I still having to get my evaluation intakes and everything done for treatment?
No, I'm having you serve a sentence instead. So as long as you do that sentence right, then we don't have to have you on probation anymore. So
Alrighty.
make sure we get proof.
Alrighty. Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. So long. Yeah. Back to the attorneys. Who should we take up next?
I don't believe we have any other matters ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Maybe
This is an attorney or Mr. Eric Carlton.
Let's see, Mr. Carlson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Eric Carlson on behalf of Gary Brunt, who this is on for a dismissal today. And
there we are. Okay. 9 o'clock calendars. Let me turn to the state here, Mr. Carlson, and your client's not with us.
he's not. He's out of state, and that's why I'm here.
Okay, great. So,
Your Honor, looks like all the conditions of the SOC were complied with, so the state is ready to dismiss.
okay, well, it's a good day. So, I will dismiss with prejudice that sign flagger infraction and close the case today. And if you need that, we're going to make a docket entry of it. Do you need it in writing? We can do an order if you need it.
I do. Will it show up in the system on the Thurston County's District Court's website that I've looked at, or?
It'll show up on the docket. You can get into the court file as well with
Right,
your
I
Zoom
have-
instructions.
Yeah.
And pretty soon it'll be in there. Just give us. My clerk has to, probably by Monday you can access that for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's now dismissed with prejudice. If you have any trouble accessing it, feel free to call. When my clerk sends you out. But that's it for Mr. Brunt.
Thank you very much. This has been a fun calendar to watch, so thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Carlson. So long. Right, and we just walked in. Hi, what's your name? Mr. Sigmund here. We're waiting for your attorney.
Yeah, David Stone.
Okay, so on the 8th, that's all right. We got lots to do. He was here late. So on the 8:30 calendar, I have the Victor Manzo matter. Where are we on that?
It looks like the state is ready to dismiss that. That's the final hearing for an SOC.
Okay, so on the Manzo matter, he's not present, but don't really need him. State's motion to dismiss with prejudice the reckless driving. I'll put that to writing. Close the case. So 30 done. And then at 9,
I apologize, Your Honor.
sure.
Miss Amber Kelly, number 3, I believe. Is that?
We've dismissed all of those.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So
My apologies, I missed
Anderson,
that.
Jimenez. Oh, no, you're right. Good thing you're here. Amber Kelly, we didn't take up. We took up a lot of other stuff. Where are we on that matter? We don't
Also,
have her.
all those conditions were complied with for the SOC, so the state's dismissing with prejudice.
Okay. Amber Kelly. Sign that order. It's with prejudice and close the case. So now I think we're done with 8:30. All right, 9 o'clock. About Kelton Sanders. Kelton Sanders is not with us. 9 o'clock. It's an SOC. Ready on from the state's point of view.
Is it Sanders, Your Honor?
Right, Kelton Sanders.
Okay. Just. So, Your Honor, in this case, it looks like the jurisdiction for the SOC ends on July 14th. It's unclear if he finished the required safe driving class, but he also has a new law violation in Superior Court on April 11th of this year for an assault 2 with an active no contact order. There's a motion to revoke the SOC filed from the state.
We were preparing a motion to revoke yesterday, Your Honor. It never actually got filed. We figured we would just handle it on the record today. But the police report should be in Laserfish.
Yes.
So that police report, it's not this case's police report.
No, correct.
It's Superior Court police report. Okay. From, trying to see the.
It's on the basis of that new law violation. The state is moving to revoke the SOC, as Ms. Johnson has seen.
So the police report that was filed, it just called police report, that goes back to, it's not the Superior Court police report.
I believe it is the Superior Court.
Unless there was a mistake.
Yeah.
Unless it's all filed together. Nope, I see just,
okay. What
do I see? It's hard to ferret through some of this. The March 16th, 24 event. I think it's hard to see. Yeah, that's all I've got here, which is appropriate to have filed that on this, but I'm going to rename that so that we're clear.
If there's a March 16th police report, I believe that's the police report for this original case.
Right.
Yeah, the other police report we can provide to the court.
Right. Well, so you're making a motion to revoke, and I don't have any facts until you give me that report or probable cause statement from Superior Court if you want me to consider that today.
We can get that to you.
Okay. And Mr. Sanders, is he in custody? Do we know?
I think he was in custody, Your Honor, but he either posted or was released. Let me check.
Thurston County Corrections Facility. Difficult to tell from the Superior Court docket. We're going to check mine and see if he's in Thurston County Corrections Facility. He's not there. So, and we sent notice to the Donovan Loop. Full address as of 2026. So he's failed to appear here. It is after 10. He was supposed to be here at 9. We don't have proof that he's complied with that SOC, and then you get to the court, the Superior Court probable cause statement? Okay, you're working on that?
I'm getting those out right now.
Just let me know, and I'll hold off here and see what's to do. Oh, I see Amber Kelly out there. Amber Kelly, why don't you unmute, start your camera.
Hello.
Hi, so Good day. We dismissed that tampering with physical evidence going back to 2024. I signed an order that dismissed that and closed the case. And congratulations. Glad we got there.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. While you're working on that, I'm gonna still at 9 o'clock. Tiffany Bunker. Let's see if she's here with us. Either in the courtroom or on Zoom. She's out of compliance. Haven't shown proof of the evaluation treatment. Let's see that she's. Let's see, was it committed? No ball has been charged. Let's see where that is. Yep, pending in Mason County. Warrant out of Olympia here, Thurston County District Court, for not doing her 20 days sentence. So, anything to know from the defense on Ms. Bunker? Ms. Bunker? Yeah, Tiffany Bunker, 9 o'clock.
No, Your Honor, no information.
Issue a no bail, no walk warrant for Ms. Bunker's failure to appear with notice, failure to compliance. To you now. There's any matters, let's see, it's just at 10 o'clock. I see. Waiting for Mr. Stowe. Anything on the other? No other folks have shown stage.
I can address Mr. Tyson Straga, Your Honor.
Okay, great. Mr. Straga? Tyson Straga, why don't you unmute, start your camera.
Good morning.
You are. Good morning. So we're here at a sanction hearing. We haven't gotten any proof of things. We've kind of set things over. You hear from the state what their recommendation on sanction is?
Your Honor, based on unless Mr. Straga has some proof of compliance today, it looks like he's not completed any of his affirmatives for the last year and a half. So the state would be asking for 32 hours of community service.
And let me turn to Ms. Vallejos, and then I'll be turning back to you, Mr. Straga.
Your Honor, Mr. Straga, I think there was a communication issue with being able to contact our social services specialist. He was able to finally contact her yesterday, and she will be helping him out in setting up where to go to complete his affirmatives. He's honestly just waiting to get paid next week, and then is planning to enroll and to be able to complete this.
So we were here May of 2025 and talked about this, and nothing transpired. What's happened since then, Mr. Strago? Why another year that went by without you doing something?
I've been working over full time and helping take care of my elderly grandmother, and it's trying to get the family coordinated to get everything done, and not sure who to reach out to until recently for resources.
All right. Well, you've been on. All right. Well, I don't know why that's so, but we've talked a lot. In the chat function, is it still there for everyone? All right. We're going to send again in the chat function. Are you comfortable using the chat function?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In there is Thurston County Probation Office. So you're on probation. That's who you work with. That's you ask questions of, you go to for assistance. Also, now you've got a resource through Thurston County Public Defense, and probation has always been there. So we're closing in on the end of this. I'm glad to see there haven't been new law violations. That's a good thing. Yeah. And you don't have long history. So what I'm going to do is you're out of compliance. You know, we were back here a year ago and nothing. So you're going to do 32 hours community service as a punishment for not being in compliance since January of 2025. And then we're going to keep you on probation. You're going to keep going with probation's help, with Thurston County Public Defense help to get that evaluation done. Whatever treatment needs to get done, you do. You get the victim impact panel done, kind of starting all over. But I want to give you sufficient time to show that to probation. And that's who you show everything to all along. That's why we're giving you that information, probation department. And they're very helpful. So got clerks there waiting. They can consult with the probation officers and they can help direct you as to where you need to go. Thurston County Public Defense, their person is really helpful. They'll help you figure out where to go, what to do. So you've got all these people here trying to make sure that this works right. So let's see. What I'm going to do is you're on probation. I'm going to leave it to the probation department to, I'm going to say by 2 months from now. Let's see, August, September. Let's say by October 1st. I'm going to say by October 1st. So it's a good 3 months. Anytime on or before October 1st, you show probation that you've got 32 hours community service done, and you show probation that you've got the evaluation done, victim impact panel done, treatment, maybe even done, at least engaged with. Okay, and so I'm going to write off. Yep, go ahead.
Who do I reach out to, or where do I go for the community service?
So, again, probation can help you with that. Thurston County Public Defense sounds like their person can help you with that. Are you in Tacoma still?
I work in Tacoma, but I live in Puyallup.
Okay, let's get a good mailing address from you. What would that be?
16217 87th Ave East, Puyallup, 98375.
You get all that? Okay. And then let's see. Did you get our text message reminder for today's hearing?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Are you looking for that chat function, that information?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it?
Yeah.
Good. All right. We're getting you going in the right direction here. All right. Your job, of course, just like before, you stay law abiding, clean and sober, don't drive without a good license and insurance. You're on probation. They're a resource. There's County Public Defenses. By October 1st, you show us that you've done your 32 hours community service. There are lots of places, any nonprofit, Goodwill, food banks, food pantries. You can do it in Puyallup. You can do it in Pierce County. That's fine. Just needed to reduce it to writing, likely on a letterhead that says we had Mr. Straga. He did 32 hours for us and did a great job. And then you see to it that gets into probation. And it's on you. You got to make sure everything gets into probation. And that's why you call them and make sure. But it sounds like there's County Public Defense is going to be helpful too. And then let's see. what I'm thinking is I'd like not to meet like this again. I'd like to be able to close the case in January after having proof of all this done, okay?
Okay.
All right. Any other questions come to mind?
No, ma'am.
All right. I think this is going to work. And again, if you have questions, there's county public defense, there's county probation. They're both there for you. All right. Thanks, Mr. Straga. That's it for today.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. So long. Do we have any
Those police reports, I've been sent to Madam Clerk.
on Sanders? Okay. And can you just pop it in the court file or what do you want to do?
There's a main report and a supplemental.
Okay, thanks. Do we have Walson Lucky in this? Oh, on the Walson Lucky matter, looks like we've got, however late, the evaluation. The alcohol drug information school, we see that that was done. We got the victim impact panel, that actually was done long ago. We just never had proof. And
My apologies, Your Honor. Which matters?
10 o'clock, Lucky, Walson Lucky. For a sanction hearing, but we've got everything now in, I think. Let me look. We've got proof of everything, however late, but this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna close this case now. I don't have any new law violations. We've got compliance. Fines paid up, all of that. No new law violations. So I think we're done. Anything from the state that I should think differently?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so the Lucky matter closed on compliance. Work to get that. Okay, I'm going back to the Kelton Sanders for a 276650. He's not present. He was given notice. He's not in custody. I'm looking at the Thurston County Corrections or Thurston County Sheriff's Office report from April 17 of 2026. He's been charged with an allegation of assault 2. Looks like in Superior Court. So Something else coming. All right. Doing comments. All right. Well, having reviewed the sworn statement from law enforcement, from Thurston County Sheriff, there's clear and convincing evidence there's been a, well, violation of the court's order here not to violate the law, given the alleged strangulation of ex-girlfriend or somebody he shares a child in common with. He's not present here today and we don't have proof that he's complied with this SOC on reckless driving. So, state asking the court to do.
The state would be asking the court to revoke the SOC and proceed to sentencing on this.
Can't do it without him here.
Oh, okay.
So,
understood, Your Honor.
Well,
what
in
I'm
that case,
finding is he's failed to appear.
In that case, Your Honor, the state would just request a bench warrant and we can set this for a full FTC.
Right. So I'm going to issue a warrant for his arrest. Just kind of looking through things. See here. A hearing in Superior Court July 2nd. So I'm going to issue a $5,000 cash or bond. Looks like Thurston County Public Defense might be appointed, I'm guessing, to the Superior Court matter. So if there's something to know as to why he's not here today and the court should reconsider that, let us know. Good for now. 5,000 cash or bond warrant will issue. And then we're just waiting for Mr. Lusto. And other than that, I think I just have 11 o'clock matters that are compliance review that if defense wants to be on their way, you can. But I need the prosecutor until Mr. Lusto gets here.
Your Honor, I also believe that Ms. Dolan is on the 11, but for a sanction hearing.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. We said that, kind of funny. We have one more, so we'll have to wait. I'll need an attorney from that side too. Okay. So we're sort of in a holding pattern, I hate to say, till Mr. Lusto gets here. And we have Ms. Dolan, so I'll just be back when we've got something to do. All right, thanks.